Well, welcome back into Studio 10, and we're going to talk about putting the fun in fundraising this afternoon. Our next guest is going to do just that for us here today. We're here with Sergeant Blaine Bachman of the Michigan State Police. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me in.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us here today, especially to highlight a really important cause that we have going on. But you and your team are fundraising for the Special Olympics. And before we talk about the fundraiser, how it all works, tell me a little bit about how you got introduced to the Special Olympics.
I started out just participating in polar plunges. I wanted to run, and then I started volunteering at some of the games, and that's when I really got hooked. Once I got to start interacting with those athletes and really see what we were raising the money for, it's been in my heart ever since.
Absolutely, that's wonderful, especially when you kind of can put a face to a name. Like you said, you've been volunteering for a while, but when you get to see and get a chance to meet the people that it goes towards, I see how that could definitely touch your heart. So what else about this cause really said, hey, I got to get more of my Sergeant community, we have to get all of us involved with it. What was it about that?
You know, I didn't realize at first just how many special needs athletes there were in the state. And so when I saw that we've got over 23,000 special needs athletes, and that the programs that we put together make sure that there is absolutely no cost for the athlete or their family to participate in any of our events. And so just seeing that and the need and what the community is there, it just meant that I was going to put everything I could into raising as much as possible.
That is amazing, and I didn't even know that. 23,000 people. And actually, if you take a look at your screen, we're seeing some of those athletes right here. So tell us a little bit about the fundraiser, the torch run. Tell us how that works.
So the torch run, I'm part of a team that we run from Copper Harbor, Michigan to Belle Isle, Michigan. It's 750 miles. It takes us a week of nonstop running. We do it from, this year will be September 7th through the 12th.
Can I stop you right there?
Absolutely.
750 miles?
Correct.
I ran a 5K this week on a mile two. I was like, okay, this is enough. 750, wow.
And so the fundraiser that we're doing is tomorrow. Texas Roadhouse is generously donating 10% of all meal proceeds back to our team.
Okay.
And so my team, along with several other members of MSP headquarters, will be there. We'll be selling some shirts, coins, raffle tickets, and just telling people about the torch run.
Right.
Because one of the other biggest portions of it is just bringing awareness to Special Olympics Michigan.
Right. And once you kind of have that awareness, then we can start talking about donating our time, donating our money, volunteering, and a lot of other different ways that we can all get involved. Can you show us the t-shirt and the coins that we have here? Kind of show us a little bit about what people can participate with and what they'll be able to wear?
So the shirts this year, these are $20 a piece.
Okay. And look at that. Look at
that. And it shows a lot of our sponsors on the back.
Wow.
If we get business sponsors, they will be listed on our products and banners and things going forward. We also have raffle tickets. We're giving away a trophy whitetail hunt and a cash prize. The drawings for these are in September and December, so the hunt could be used this year, and the money would come in right before Christmas.
That is wonderful.
And then finally, we have our torch run coins. This is one side, this is the other. The coins are collectible, they change from each year, and these are $10 a piece.
Okay, how awesome. Now, Sergeant Bachman, I have to say, we've all heard of runner's high, right? But that high feels a little bit different, right? Would you say, especially knowing that you did this for a wonderful cause?
Yes, I would say that I'm totally sick of running by the end of the week, but it is really great to see what we're doing to accomplish something like that. It's also nice to have a team with you. You know, it's just that atmosphere where people are cheering you on as you're trying to log those miles. Even the community is behind us. People are honking their horns, they're cheering for us as we go through. So it might be 3 a.m. and you're running along in the UP somewhere and somebody comes and honking their horn at you. And that really kind of gives us the boost to recognize that our whole community is behind us. Absolutely,
and the whole community is behind the Special Olympics too. So if you take a look at your screen tomorrow, right? Texas Roadhouse from 3 to 10 p.m. 10% of those proceeds are all going all to the Special Olympics. And thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon and really spreading the word about this. And again, just your involvement in the Special Olympics too. So thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks again for having me. I really appreciate it. And that's the Texas Roadhouse in Grand Ledge on West Saginaw.
Yes, that's right. All right, well, everybody, stick around. We've got